Hey everyone, Amethyst Ravensong here from Wild Moon Magic. I know that usually on Thursday we do a ritual. We're going to do things a little differently today. We have been talking about shadow and how to get in touch with shadow is something that I wanted to really cover today because there's different ways you can do this. And one of my favorite ways, well, to me, the only way to really do this is immersion. And if you're doing ritual work of any kind, you have to align with the intent. You have to immerse yourself in the feeling. But it also works for ritual work. You'll want to immerse yourself in the feeling so that you can sort out that self-awareness. So I mentioned in a previous video that I had someone else take this course, and to help her connect into fear, she drove out in the desert in the middle of the night completely alone, and she imagined all the horrible, awful things that could happen to her. And it helped her tap into fear. So you can watch scary movies, you can, whatever that looks like for you, go for a walk in the dark, whatever you gotta do to tap into that fear. Close your eyes and daydream up just horrible scenarios that freak you out. And you might go, why would you torture yourself that way? Well, journey work, deep inner work, it ain't always pretty. And this is what you have to do sometimes. So that's how you can access fear. Anger, for me, is super easy to access. I drive. Nothing will get me angry and roaring like a commute. And so you can tap into anger that way. Or, review that fight you had with your boyfriend and just, bleh. Let that just... And if you can review a fight you had with your boyfriend and it still makes you angry, then you got work to do there because you haven't healed it and you haven't got past it yet. So if it works, you need to do some work on that front. So already you have a good direction to go. And you can do this for all of them. How can you access lust? Like, pretty damn easy, isn't it? And fear, we already covered fear. And pride, greed, sloth. When we did sloth, I seriously one day was just like, I'm laying on the couch all damn day. I ain't doing my hair, I ain't doing my makeup, I'm not putting on clothes. And you know what? When you really do that, at least for me, I don't like it. It makes my back hurt, makes my hips hurt. So it was really kind of cool to just dedicate a day to being slothful and seeing that it's actually not a working strategy. Not for me, at least. I didn't like it at all. So one of my challenges to you is go through each of the shadow aspects, fear, anger, lust, greed, pride, and sloth, and make a list of possible ways that you can tap into these aspects for yourself. So that is what we're doing. Instead of ritual, I'm not going to go through a ritual. I'm going to challenge you to find ways to immerse yourself in the different shadow aspects. And then take it a step further when you do ritual work. If you're wanting to bring in love, how can you do that? I use music a lot as my shifter. I have a whole playlist of love songs. So if I'm going to do a love spell, I turn that bitch on and we go. And it works. So look for things that work for you, though, because what works for me may not work for you. You can have that music playing all you want, but it's not going to get you in that emotion. So what does? You got to put on a sappy chick flick to tap into love? Do you, what does that look like? Because it's going to be different for everybody. But as a starter, how can you tap into the different shadow aspects? Just come up with some ideas and see how it goes. Anyway, guys, have a good one.